Hi guys, welcome along to the BBQ Talk Show. My name's Matt.
And my name's Ryan. Pleasure to be back along with you again. Feeling a little bit rushed today, but here we are back for the BBQ Talk Show. We have an awesome guest on this week, Paddy Joe.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to this one.
He's
going to be
arguably our furthest. I'll put my teeth in. He's our most far-fetched guest, I would say, without a doubt. He's on the other side of the planet, coming from beautiful Australia, which it is, of course. And yeah, it's going to be a great show. So let's get rocking.
He's upside down to us,
spinning the wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, don't forget the BBQ Talks website is up and live. Has been for a while. We've got some good discount codes on there for Meter, 15% off on there. That's worldwide. So grab yourself a Meter probe if you're looking to add to your arsenal of gizmos and gadgets this year. Yeah, head over there, grab that. 10% off at the Rusty Barbecue Co. as well. If you head over BBQ Talk Show and follow the link to the partner offers, and you'll find that. We're going to do a new segment this week. In fact, going forward, we're going to do a new segment of featured cooks. So if you guys want to get on the featured cooks, you can either hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or email, all at the BBQ Talk Show. Yeah, if you head over and you can submit your cooks of the week and we will feature them on the show. This week we have Lep from Leprechaun Studio with his beef tongue. Let me just get to the relevant bits that we're sharing today, and I will show you them. Guys, if you want to have a look at these, if you're watching on the pod, if you're listening to it on the podcast, we're going to put these up on social media. So on Twitter, if you want to head over to there, you can have a look at all these pictures that we'll be featuring as well. So let's start with some pictures. There he is, the big man himself with his nice big beef tongue.
Wow.
That looks like a big old bit. Do you know what? It's something I've never really thought about cooking, but a lot of people seem to be doing it at the minute, and the results look fantastic. I mean, if I move to the next one, hold on, rubbish, press the wrong button.
It's a big old hunk of meat, that. It's massive.
Yeah, I mean, was. Do you know what? He didn't do just one of them, though. He did 3 of the blooming things. Look at the size of him. So, I mean, but the outcome, look at that. That is some incredible looking tacos.
Absolutely delicious.
He's really done a good job there. That looks spectacular. Sure. I mean, I certainly want to stick my mouth into it. So, it's good. Hold on, and then we will. He's given us a little video of the tongue boiling. So let me chuck that up as well. Uno momento. There we go.
Or add bay leaf, onion, jalapeno, bring to a boil.
There you go.
Yeah. All seasoned up. Delicious.
Looks good.
Certainly
looks good.
So that's Leprechaun TV. Is Lengua Tacos. Video drops tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. UK time. Head over, check out Leprechaun TV. Like, subscribe, get his watch hours up. Let's help the fella out. He makes good stuff. So that's Leprechaun TV on YouTube, Instagram, and I think it's just YouTube and Instagram, actually. It's on Facebook as well. But yeah, that's where the video will be dropping tomorrow on YouTube. So go check out the video. I certainly will. It looks like a delicious cook.
Yeah, definitely. So, should we talk about the real reason we're here, the guest tonight?
Yeah, he's been sitting down in the green room, looking very patient, sipping on a coffee. Let's get him down. Let's get him up, should I say?
Do you want to introduce who he is first?
Of course, yeah. So today our guest is Patrick. He has a YouTube channel. He's our first Australian. Paddy Joe Cooking is the name of his YouTube channel, and you can also find him on Instagram. Same name, Paddy Joe Cooking.
And he's on Facebook as well. Same name under all three. So, yeah. So, let's get him in. Let's call him up and say hello. Or good day, as they say in Australia.
G'day.
G'day.
How are you, mate?
So I'm your first Aussie, am I?
You are, yeah.
I might be the last after this.
Oh, I doubt it, mate.
Highly doubtful, mate.
I love the Australian race of people. Yeah, an absolute a marvel.
A marvel, yeah. There aren't many of us.
Yeah, there's enough. No, they're a great bunch of people. I tell you what, I had some of the best times of my life I spent out in Australia, and yeah, awesome place, absolutely awesome place.
Yeah, it has its positives, that's for sure.
There we go. For the guys that are live in the chat at the moment, Pickles has just put up the channel for you. If you want to go
thank you,
check
Charlie.
out Patrick's channel, you can.
Quite a few people I know in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We've got the Square Table Degenerates. We've got Leprechaun TV. Who else have we got in there? Tom, Barbecue Live TV. Mike from the Dude's Kitchen and Grill. Dutch.
Yeah, that's my cousin there.
That was
cousin Mike.
Yeah.
Just
that's one of my questions.
Yeah, can you kick him out, please?
Nice.
Mike's a good chap. We've had him on here before. I really
him out?
Yeah, get rid of him. I don't want him here. He's sending me text messages.
Already? You'll have to put him on the block list. Oh, dear.
Right,
so, tell us a little bit about yourself, Patrick. Where are you from? How long have you been cooking? And, what sort of... Yeah, I'm going to stop there.
No, that's all right. I'm still recovering from that photo of Lep. That's not what I wanted to see at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's one of the best photos I've ever seen.
I tell you, we've got some worse pictures of Lep than that one.
Oh, I'm sure you have, but that was an awesome one. Lep, you're a legend, mate.
Absolutely.
I saw that book about 7:30, about 40 minutes ago. I hopped on Facebook and there it was, and I was like,
"It's really something that I've never ever thought about cooking tongue." But
no, it's delicious.
A lot of people are doing it. Yeah, it looks spectacular.
Absolutely. Yeah. G'day, everyone. They're all there.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through it.
Did you ask me a question?
I did, yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where are you from? How long have you been cooking for?
I'm based down in Melbourne, Australia, which is down south. That's it. End of interview. No, just kidding.
Well, it's been a great show anyway, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Back to bed for me. No, what can I say? I started my channel about a year ago, actually almost a year ago now. Where are we? March, maybe a bit over a year.
Yeah.
But I had a YouTube channel since 2007, and I just used to watch. I never even considered having my own channel, and I'm still not sure why I've done it. I don't know what I'm doing. I just put videos up, and I can't really. I mean, I can cook, but geez, it took me a long time to figure out whether I should put cooking in the title because people, it's not really. I don't think it's sort of cooking, I suppose, but
it definitely is cooking. It's a good style. It's a good style of video. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you. But it's I've I've never cooked professionally. I've worked a lot in sort of hospitality and worked in a lot of kitchens over the years and stuff, but never sort of, certainly not, as you probably can tell, not a professional. I just make it up as I go along and see what happens and have a bit of fun, you know. And obviously, I'm probably a bit of an anomaly here because I'm not a barbecuer, but then I don't even have an area where I can barbecue where I live. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I mean, I could do it inside, but I'd burn the joint down, you know.
An Australian who doesn't barbecue. Or
might be a good make a good video. That actually
that would be an awesome video. You'd just be roaming around.
Get a few subscribers out of that.
Loads of shrimps in your hands, right? What should I do with these, mate?
Fucking hell.
I've got nowhere to put my shrimps, mate.
No shrimps on the barbie here.
No. But to be fair, there's lots of places you can wander around in Australia. I remember. Do they still have barbecues at the side of the road and in woodlands and things like that? That's
they do. They do.
So I remember going up and down.
Is that like a secret code for something else hidden in the woodlands? Right. I'm a little bit confused. Like people with coats.
They got it all going on over there, mate. I tell you.
We've got that too. But no, we've got in most sort of parks and local areas. There's barbecues, like public barbecues you can use. I've thought about doing a video, some sort of video like that, you know, going to one of those joints, but then it's difficult outside and it's just me filming, you know, so I'd have to get someone to probably help me, I suppose. Well, one of you guys could fly over.
Well, great idea, mate. You get me the ticket, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
Oh, is that how it works?
You can sponsor us. No, I'd love to come back over. I think it's amazing over there. I've got a family over there.
I'll build you a raft, Ryan, and you can sail.
Yeah, it's been about 18 months.
Yeah,
I'm laughing at a couple of the questions.
Just trying to catch up with the chat, actually. Crazy. So we got Mike Kent's in. Blimey. Yeah, we
No, Kent. Never got caught.
I didn't fancy putting that one up, but now you've said it.
There we go.
Yeah, and it was a wallaby. Anyway, that's a whole other. So that's for a different podcast.
Has he seen all the Mad Max movies?
Yes.
Gallipoli.
Certainly, yeah.
Gallipoli's not. Yeah, Gallipoli's not really. That's a. He done that. That was Mel
Gibson.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Kent? I don't know. Never heard of that. So we're civilized down here in Australia.
Things have changed since I was there.
Yeah. You just went to all the nice places, mate. King's Cross. I don't know about that, mate.
Yeah, Newcastle was a bit edgy. I got to admit that was a town. That was. We stayed there a couple of days. It was not very keen on English in Newcastle. It's a very sort of industrial town, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, they do a nice Newcastle brown ale's a nice drop.
Yeah, they do.
You had that?
We only. Yeah, well, I've had it in the UK. It's not like Newcastle as in over there, is it? They must import it, I'm presuming, because when I was over there, it was all Colton Colds and Victoria beer and all of that malarkey. The thing that got best, one of the best things that got me was the drive-through off licenses. You can literally drive through an off license, order your beer, and they put it in the back. It's magic.
Well, you don't have that there.
No, we don't have drive-through off licenses in the
UK.
Oh
shit! I've got one just a block away from me. I do it all, drive through it all the time. It's great.
It's awesome idea. You got the it's like the bookies are you go to the pubs and all the bookies are in there as well, so you can have a bet and a beer at the same time. We don't do that in the UK, which is bizarre.
It's not bizarre. That's taking advantage of drunk people.
I was like hand in glove over there. It's like home. It's just like the God's country. Do you know what I mean? You can drive through an off license, stop at a boozer, put a couple of bets on. You don't even have to leave anywhere. It's like,
that's cool. It's great. I hadn't thought about that. Just because you take it for granted here, I suppose. But yeah, they're great. Should be more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pickles has thrown a good question in the chat already. A feral camel population in Australia, is that
Apparently
right?
there is. Yeah, huge, massive feral camel population. Okay. I think they do. I think they do eat them up north. I'm not sure what they do with them. I mean, I don't think it must be regulated. I've never tried it, but I would. How would I cook it? I don't know. Chuck it in the oven and see what happens.
Deep fry that fucker.
Well, that's always my go-to position is to deep fry it. Just chuck it in some oil and
I mean, if it takes
well, you got to pretend on camera, as I do with everything I cook, that it actually tastes good.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, exactly.
But I should put a disclaimer on my channel: do not that anyone would, cook any of this rubbish. So do not, because you'll be sad, you'll be disappointed, you'll get food poisoning, all that sort of stuff.
I mean, if it tastes like shit, it's only you that's going to get the hump.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta throw some dad jokes in there somewhere.
We're here all night. So let's start.
Someone else has done it. Look, have they got the hump?
Hold on, what's that? Do they still eat Zima in Australia? What's that?
Who's that? Zima. Do they still sell Zima? No idea what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
There's the answer to that one then. Rum on tap, cousin Mike asks.
Yep, up north, up in Queensland. We don't have it here, but they do definitely have it in Queensland. Mate, I don't know if you came across that, Ryan, when you were up in Queensland.
Rum on tap.
I can't remember, to be honest. It was the time I spent in Australia. I've got a handful of pictures. Some of them they were funny times for me. I got a beautiful sunset, and then I've got some pictures of tramps for some reason.
As you do.
It's the most random shit I've ever done in my life.
Nice.
I can barely remember any of it. I was drunk 90% of the time. Once I got off the UK time, because obviously Sydney's 24/7, so we literally had to get out of Sydney before we could get into Australia time properly, because obviously we flew in, it was like 11 hours behind. So I said, all right, it's great, so you sleep all day, wake up, drink all night. We got friendly with a couple of prostitutes in the cross. That was like on first name terms with them, going back to the hospital. It's like, all right, how you doing, darling? All right.
Sounds like an average day for me. Yeah.
It was amazing. It really was amazing. It was so local in such a short amount of time, especially in that area. You know what I mean? It's like a melting pot. Everybody's there, just trying to get by with as little money as they can spend as possible.
Oh, yeah,
generally.
Sounds like you were spunking enough money on prostitutes, Ryan.
No, I didn't spend any money on prostitutes. So we were just coming back pissed and seeing them sort of like standing around. So it was literally just.
That was the story. He was getting pissed, going back into the hotel room, getting changed, and then standing on the corner to pay for the next day's round of drinks.
Well, sorry, when he said the words King's Cross, I sort of thought, here we go.
The cheapest place to stay in Sydney. The Cross.
There's a reason for that, dude.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we knew what we had to do. There was more money. We had money to spend on beer, to be honest. It was like the most.
Yeah, right. Ryan didn't spend any money because he got him drunk and it was free.
Nice. Sydney was cracking. Like, most of the memories I have of Sydney is me being hungover, wandering around looking at tourist attractions. It's just like.
Nice.
Go halfway around the earth and drink myself stupid for fucking ages, and then come back to the UK and just.
What are you going to do? Stay sober? That'd be silly.
Oh, fuck. I could tell you some stories, but it's not about me. It's all about you. We got to get this in.
It's all about me. That's right.
It's all about you. You are the guy. We are here to talk about all of your stuff. So we're going to unload the first question now. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Sure.
So
My first one, I've already unloaded one, but carry on.
I didn't even answer it, did I?
So kind of. So you did.
Hello, everyone in the chat, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Jules says, Jimmy Q as well. How you doing, dude?
Yes, a lot of good people.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice people in the chat. Oh, Cooking with S&J as well. How you doing? Oh, there's another one coming from Charlie, hashtag. So what first came up in your multimedia then? Give us a rundown of what sort of inspired you to start, was it? What would you say?
What, start the channel, you mean? Or start the cooking?
Yeah,
everything.
It took months. It was just like I reckon there was probably a 6-month period where I was just in the back of my mind thinking, should I, shouldn't I? And it was a combination of reasons. One was I was alcohol induced. Just suddenly decided, I'm going to make a video, see what happens, press upload, And the other one, I suppose, sort of in between things, uncertain times with my employment. Not that I'm thinking I'm going to make any money out of YouTube, but it was just sort of maybe I thought for a long time, I just curious about trying it. And believe me, it took a long time because I was never on social media and I was completely off grid. And then to go from one extreme to the other like this was sort of weird, it's sort of I get up every day and I wonder why I'm doing it. I really do. But the one thing is I do enjoy it, which is why I keep going. It's just a bit of fun, Does that answer? Does that sort of?
Yeah. Covers it. More than covers it.
But as I said before, my channel was. It's been there. If you look, it's since 2007. It's been there, and it was only sort of a year ago. That was the other thing. It took a long time to figure out. Well, what do I even call it? What name should I use? That was a hard one. And then from there, just because I would watch other channels and people's advice and just say, if you're thinking of starting it, just start it. Don't be too concerned about what direction it's in because you've got no way of knowing. It'll change over time. I thought, I'll just have a go, mate.
See what happens.
Stuck in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I do cook. So I thought, just put it on camera, and if no one's going to watch it anyway, so.
I beg to differ. As I said, I quite like your videos. I think they're really cool.
I'm paying you too much.
So, talking of your videos, what is your favourite cook on your channel? If you could.
It might be hard to name one. I did a 3 or 4 on. I did a video where I went and bought a steak, a classic Australian steak sandwich from a fish and chip shop here, right? It's a standard thing you can get, okay? And you go in and you order like a steak sandwich with a lot, right? And it comes out on white bread. It's got the steak. It's got salad, cheese, bacon, the whole lot, egg. And I did that, and it was fun and all of that. But then in the comments, I started thinking, well, where's the beetroot? There's no beetroot on the steak sandwich. This is outrageous. And it never even occurred to me. But then I thought about it. Beetroot, yeah. Where's the beetroot? So I then did another few videos on going to other fish and chip shops and seeing if they put beetroot on sandwiches. And I eventually found it did. And those were fun. But 3 or 4 of them I did, and it was it was quite fun. But an example of I had no intention of doing that, but it was the comments. It was like, and I thought, what? I'll do a few of them and see what happens. So that was good.
Yeah.
Building up a bit of interaction and all that sort of good stuff.
As long as I'm having fun, man. And the other thing about that, on that note, was it was just I'd spent the whole of 2020 basically here we were in lockdown for most of the year, and I could not leave my flat. So when I got the chance to, that was just around the time when they reduced the restrictions and we could actually go out and do stuff. And people, oh, you're outside all of a sudden. I'm like, yeah, I always wanted to, but couldn't, because I'd go out and eat the sandwich in a park or something, be outdoors, and that's what I've always wanted to do. I wanted to get out and about, but couldn't do it, So they were really fun, those ones.
Oh, that's good. So in the future, we're going to see more out and about exploring Paddy Joe cooking videos with any like overly.
Well, the good thing about having my freedom back is I can do whatever I want now. You go out, do a video, whatever. It's sometimes I get confused by I've got so many ideas, So what do I do? Should I do that? Should I do this? Yeah. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So I suppose you're enjoying your newfound freedom then, because we're all still in lockdown over here.
It's
driving me around the bend, not being able to do what I want and go out.
It sucks, doesn't it? It really does. If anyone understands it's me, because we had, it was 6 months where it was couldn't leave the house basically. It was horrible. But hopefully it clears up over there. Pretty
someone said it this way to me the other day, the fact that this is like our generation's trials. Previous generations have had wars to deal with. We've had COVID. Really, we've not had a massive shit show of it. I mean, all right, we've been locked in our fucking houses, but no one's going to war and fucking all of that. I suppose it's just a different way of looking at it, isn't it?
Anyway, sorry.
Hopefully,
it's a conversation, mate. It's what we're here for.
Hopefully, we're now on the sort of the forward step and getting back to life, back to some form of normality. Be quite nice to be able to just go out and cook for people, not for yourself, or even meet people, and it's just
that's right. Yep, that's right.
That's it. Right, I'm going to go back to the question that Pickles put in the chat earlier. Something that you can get in Australia, or something you can't get in Australia that you really want, and something that you can get in Australia that the rest of the world should know about.
Oh, I've got to sober up here. Reading that, taking all that in. Charlie asks some great questions. It's awesome.
He does, he does.
Yes. Can't get in Australia that I really want. Well, there's a product. My favourite snack food of all time is popcorn. Love it. But cheese flavoured popcorn. Now, I used to live in America, and I got addicted to this stuff called Smart Food, which is just a white cheddar popcorn product.
All right.
I used to live on it, and when I came back here, I can't get that. And in fact, the popcorn you get here, the cheese flavoured stuff, is terrible. And every day I wake up dreaming of smart food. I want smart food. Give me smart food. And I know there's lots of different brands over there, lots of different types of white cheddar popcorn, but that's the stuff, man. If I could get my hands on that, maybe I should try and make it. I don't know.
Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. That'd be a good idea.
So white cheddar popcorn, man.
And something that you can get in, something that's in Australia that the rest of the world need to know about.
Wallaby.
Wallaby
to eat. It's delicious. Not kangaroo, but wallaby.
Okay.
And I don't think I've never come across anywhere this. Obviously, you can get kangaroo pretty much anywhere. I think they export it, but not wallaby, I don't think. And it is friggin' delicious.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Just out of curiosity, what if you say chicken? I'm going to scream. But what does it taste like?
Okay. Well, I believe, and this is interesting because I imagine it might taste like venison, but I've never had venison. Okay. So I don't know for sure, but it's a game sort of meat, but it doesn't have the gamey sort of taste that kangaroo does. It's just
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know why either, because they're basically the same animal. It's just a smaller version of a kangaroo. So who knows? But it is awesome. It is. They've just started putting it in the supermarkets here, which is I've done a couple of videos on it. When I tried it, I thought, oh yeah, this is the stuff, and it's also pretty much sometimes even cheaper than beef and others. So
Okay.
I love it.
So nice.
That answers that.
Something definitely to try if I go to Australia now. Some wallaby.
I highly recommend it, man. Highly recommend it. And it tastes like chicken, really. No. Strange.
I mean,
strange.
the chicken thing. I think every time I ask that about sort of a different meat, a lot of people, it's got the texture of chicken or the taste. And you're just like, okay, so it's just another fucking big bird, is it? We're Sesame Street. I don't know. I guess it's difficult to try and describe. Describe different types of meat. I'm cracking up over Steve's comment in the chat. Ryan's gone to apologise to Deb for the prostitute comments. He'll come back in like Deb will have him by the ear like a naughty school child to apologise to the world about making comments about these prostitutes.
Oh, dear, there's nothing wrong with it. Come on, it's a part of life.
Part of Ryan's life, clearly.
Well, maybe when he was in Australia, I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it might not be part of his life now. I certainly hope it's not. He's married and has kids. Let's hope he's not into prostitutes now as well.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. So back onto your channel, do you see it moving in different directions, or have you kind of tried? You settled into sort of a way that you're doing things, or what's it? What's your goal with your channel at the moment?
To stay sober enough to be able to edit.
Nice. You'll have to get up really early in the morning, like now, and then edit.
I mean, listen. The best thing I know, there's channels that do these live stream cooks and stuff, and I so admire that. Because I'm telling you right now, actually, there'd be maybe if I want to finish the channel or end the channel, I'll do a live one at the end because I'll just end up pouring hot oil and burning.
Oh, mate! Every time, people that have watched this show from the start know that every time I go anywhere near fire, I burn myself. So that's this week's attempt. Yeah. So that was last weekend. In fact, funnily enough, it wasn't on any of the cooking utensils that I normally burn myself on. I was trying to clear up my garden with the incinerator. So I was chucking stuff into the burn barrel, put the lid on to get it to go. Fucking idiot! He was like, "Oh, I just need to fill it. I need to put some more in." Bare hands, just picked it up, fingers straight on the lid. It's like, oh yeah, that's hot.
Not a laughing matter, really. It's
me in flames. Not a good idea. But I still persist. So, yeah. I mean, if I did live cooks, that would be just that'd be it. It'd just be me jumping around the garden screaming all the time because I burnt myself.
I don't know how they do it because you've got to be so organised. I mean, some people make it look so easy, but the reason why I mentioned that was because of your question, and it's just I suppose the reason why I keep doing this is because of the editing. Because I mean, usually when I'm filming, I've got hours and hours, and it's all crap, And I just, what do I do with this, But I've spent that much time filming it. I better make something out of it, and so you piece it all together. I don't mind doing that side of it, to be honest, because at least I can edit out the worst parts. That's how I look at it. Hopefully, put it up there. Someone will get a laugh out of it or something.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've got no plans, Matt, to go one way or the other with the channel. I'm just going to keep.
No, just see how it goes and see it. Yeah,
it's sort of a chaotic process.
Organised chaos.
process.
Nice.
Yeah. Drunken.
Like
Just organised.
drunken
Maybe
chaos.
if there's one thing I want to try is that I think I need to drink more. That and get even more drunk when I'm filming. I'll try that.
I think that'd make a good one.
A really drunk video. How about that?
I think that sounds like a good one. See how drunk you can get, and then make something really simple, like a grilled cheese sandwich or something. See how bad you can make a grilled cheese sandwich pissed as fuck.
Lions, that grilled cheese, man.
I wouldn't say I was pissed as fuck, but I had a couple.
So, Ryan, did you make a video when you were like, hangry from being drunk? You were like, I want some food. A grilled cheese sandwich would do, and stumbled out to the pit and just fucking go on it.
That was just an experiment, to be honest. I've never really used the flat top cooker before, so I was just sort of like heading out. But I did. No, it's the first run out, But it was, and I really enjoy cooking on them. To be honest, I'll give it a go again. I made another one. I've got a couple of good ideas, and it's good. As for being steaming drunk using one, that's in the future.
You'll end up looking like me, all burnt and covered in fucking wounds.
I
do it sober, so doing it drunk, I probably wouldn't burn myself if I was drunk.
There's only one thing I've learned to avoid when drunk, and that's anything to do with deep frying. I do not, because I'll tell you what happened. I did one night. I never really deep fry stuff, but I have done for the channel. And the first time I did it, I had no idea what I'm doing. I've deep fried some crap. I don't know what it was, and then I've gone and poured the hot oil into a plastic container.
And it's gone straight through it. Nice.
Good one, mate.
Awesome stuff.
Well done. So it's things like that, and of course I had to put the beer down. What do I do?
The momentary lapse of concentration, you just go, oops, fuck, it's gone everywhere.
Panic. He had to put the beer down. He's like, oh, mate.
Well, at least I didn't spill beer. That was the thing.
I wouldn't have expected anything less.
Absolutely. Pickles wants to know what your favourite breakfast food is, and does it work for a hangover?
Bloody Marys.
There you go.
And it works.
Do you have a desired recipe for a Bloody Mary? What's your take on Bloody Mary?
I tell you what. Now, who was I watching? Someone did a recipe, or there's some place that does it here, and they've decided to, and that was music to my ears, because what they've decided to do is, rather than make it for you, they leave all the condiments out, and you just make it the way you want, because everyone likes it differently.
Oh, nice.
Some people like a bit more lemon. Some people like a bit more Tabasco. But I tried one once with the Tabasco. I've got a smoky chipotle Tabasco, I think.
All right.
And I used that instead of regular Tabasco. Man, that is good. Yeah.
So now you're speaking my language.
Oh, yeah. I love plenty of Worcestershire sauce. Lemon. I'm a condiment guy. Load me up with as much as possible. But Bloody Mary, in accompanied with a fry up, like a classic Aussie, like bacon and eggs, you name it.
Nice.
So what I should be
wants to know,
now, actually.
Yeah. But we're distracting you currently. Julie wants to know how. He'd still be asleep. Yeah.
Jules.
Early doors. She wants to know how old you were when your food creations began and what inspired you to cook.
There was a similar question that someone answered the other day. It's like, what's your first memory of cooking? Mine, it's actually pancakes. I remember cooking pancakes as a kid. I remember I always liked cooking, and always preferred cooking to sort of take out food, and fast food. I enjoy it. You know, I think, and I also sort of realise it's handy to know a few things. To survive, especially. If you're, say, in lockdown for 6 months and you can't go out to a restaurant, it's handy to know how to cook. So that was good. Was that the question? I don't even know if I'm answering properly.
Yes.
My mum used to cook a lot. Used to do a hell of a lot of baking and stuff when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
But I've never been into baking. And to be honest, when I'm single, live on my own, the cooking I do is generally very basic, nothing fancy. But I enjoy it, and I guess I've always been a foodie. I love watching. Well, the whole reason why I joined YouTube was to watch predominantly cooking channels. I just love it, Channels like yours, Ryan.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind. Well, you mean Ryan G's Barbecue and Stuff?
Yeah.
That one.
Nice.
No.
Got yourself a shameless plug in there.
I need the subs, man. I'm losing them like no one's business. Do you know what? I uploaded a video in the week and I forgot it was scheduled and I didn't bother doing anything with it. And it's just like, come up on my phone this morning. I was like, I don't remember doing that.
That's what happens when you upload stuff when you're drunk.
Well, you just schedule it. You can schedule so many things in advance, and I must have done it a little while ago. And then, we had that problem where my PayPal thing got hacked and everything, so I lost TubeBuddy and all that sort of stuff. So I just sort of left it alone for a little while, and then up this video popped with nothing in it except sort of like the video, and like I started filling it out, and I was like, where'd the fuck that come from? I don't remember doing that.
Nice.
So I've just got to get back and sort it out. So the questions are coming in. All right. Mike's got fish and chips, heavy batter or light batter. What's your favourite take on it?
Can't you kick him out? Cuz you need to go and lie down, mate. No, I'm just being kidding. I'm just being funny. Fish and chips, heavy batter or light? Definitely light. So I like a tempura, like the light and crispy batter.
Yeah,
sure. I'm the same with pizza. I love thin crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like thick, deep dish stuff. No.
Too
So
stodgy.
do you go a good beer batter then, or is it like with a water?
Yeah, good beer batter. But my one that I've used the most is just a bit of self-raising flour and just some soda water. Some sparkling water.
That works as well.
Yeah. In fact, I've used a beer once or twice, and I'm thinking now why I should be drinking this, not pouring it in the flour. That's silly.
It's a fair
waste of beer.
See, that's only an Australian could come up with with reasoning like that, and that's why Australia is such a great country. Why are you waste beer in your batter, mate? You should be drinking your VB and using the spoon and all that.
I was doing it once, and maybe it was another recipe I was using beer in, and I'm thinking, what? I can't drink it now.
You've just given me like an enigma moment. It's like, it's a fair point, well made. Why waste beer?
Can I go back to a previous question?
Yeah.
When you asked me how much fun I've had, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm starting to sober up now, you see. So the most fun I've had is I've done a couple of, they're not collaborations, but interactive videos with the dude, Mike, my cousin.
Yeah.
And we're going to do more of those. We've done quite a few back and forth where I'll send him a couple of short videos of me saying things, and then he'll put them on his video, and vice versa. That's been a lot of fun. And also Rob from Beer Champ Barbecue. Don't know if you know his channel. Yeah. He's done a couple. He offered. He said, "Oh, if you want me to do," and it's a lot of fun because you get to play around with the editing, and he says this, and then where I'm going to put it in the video. It's just, you know, I've enjoyed that. That's probably been my favourite, actually, doing that.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool. So we got a question from Jimmy Q.
Oh,
as well.
right.
Junk.
Hello, Jimmy Q. So there's a few channels here. I'll check them out because.
Jim's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's been watching for a long time with us. He's a really nice fella. Good guy.
From your neck of the woods, is he?
No, he's
No, over the pond.
over the pond in America. Yeah, one of our American brothers.
Favorite junk food when sober. I keep coming back to pizza.
Pizza.
Is that your favourite junk food for both when you're sober and when you're drunk?
Yeah, because you know what? There's nothing better. And when I get pizza, when I order pizza, which I don't do often, I like.
You're drunk.
Yeah. It's usually.
And then when you wake up in the morning and you've still got some left, it's still just as good when you're not drunk. Yeah, I know where you were going with that.
Matt, you know, man, because I always make sure I get the biggest pizza possible. I'm never going to finish it, so that in the morning I go.
See, that's the difference between me and you. I'll have to order another pizza in the morning.
Yeah. Except most of I would do that, but the pizza joints here don't open till sort of lunchtime or in the early evening. So
I'd order two, one for the morning and one for
the evening. I've ordered three more. I just thought I'll get one of each. You know?
Oh, fuck it, I'll pick and choose and I'll have some more later. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, definitely pizza every time. And by the way, pineapple on a pizza. Yes.
Pineapple on a
Right.
pizza. Interesting.
I tell you that.
Yes.
He's gone now. We can't deal with pineapple. Fruit on a pizza is just a no. I'm sorry.
I'm just waiting for Charlie's reaction. He usually, he doesn't like it at all. You're not a fan, either of you?
I'm sure.
I'm not.
No, I fucking fruit on a pizza. No.
I'm not. I'm not talking about fruit salad or anything. You just put a bit of.
Well, it is, isn't it? It's pineapple.
No.
Not for me. Other people, they can crack on. I chuck the meat on my pizza, please. As much meat as you can fucking put on there.
I'm definitely there with you there. Definitely.
I don't mind a spinach pizza. Spinach ricotta pizza's nice, Just don't have to be meat all the time.
Fucking hell. You can tell you live in a posh area, can't you? Spinach and ricotta. Fucking hell.
Even the way he said it was very posh.
I know. I've never heard of a pizza like that. Next to be telling me you're drinking tea from out of a teapot and with your finger out.
Yeah, you want to get yourself down Waitrose, mate. They do loads of them.
Oh, you only shop with the Queen shops, eh? I see. It's like that.
Not really. Audis do a cracker. So where are we at with the questions? I had to jump out.
The pies.
The pies. Okay.
I just saw octopus and jalapenos on a pizza. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Jalapenos.
Be better with pineapple, though.
Do you know I've never had octopus.
Oh, it's nice.
I just
really good.
I got like a feeling it's going to be something like calamari kind of textured.
It is. Yeah.
It's similar. You can cook.
Oh yeah, calamari. Fucking love calamari.
It's similar.
Braise it as well, can't you? If you can cook it like really low, and sort of braise it in a liquid, or you can sort of flash cook it and fry it and stuff. It's really good. Really good. So,
Jules is with you. She likes fruit on her pizza.
Jules.
A pizza with zesty red sauce, ham, bacon bits, red onions, and tomatoes. The sweet and spicy and savoury balance each other out well.
Yeah. See now, Jules is threatening to start doing some cooking, doing a cooking channel. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, she should.
That can be your first recipe, Jules.
There you go.
Get it going.
Definitely. So Ryan wants to know the fascination on pies.
My personal fascination.
Is it a personal thing or an Australian thing? Is it?
We're huge into. We love our pie. You mean like meat pies and savoury pies?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a joint. I'm going to do a video on it sooner or later. There's a joint near my bakery that and they have 50 or 60 different types of pies, and they're all awesome. I'd have to. I go in there. I could never decide. One of my favourite ones is steak and kidney pies. Love them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Tell you what, if you enjoy pies, Patrick, ready for my shameless plug, head over to my YouTube, Smoking Q's, and check out the one pot pie I did, which is pie on one side, cauliflower and broccoli, cheese on the other, all in like one pie dish.
Wow. I will definitely go to your channel.
They are banging. There's one of two videos. You can't get lost.
That sounds almost as good as anything I've seen on Ryan's channel.
Oh,
Nice.
it is. It's beyond.
Definitely.
Matt actually thinks about his content when he makes stuff.
Right. I'm not sure about that.
He's probably sober,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Sober and burning myself.
I'm either hungover or sober, depending on what time of the day.
Yeah. No, but
Or
pies, I love pies, and I think I've got a playlist on pies. I think it's the biggest.
Yeah, you do.
I've done quite a lot of pie videos simply because they're easy to do. You chuck stuff in them, and I was going to get a pie maker. Those the pie making machines.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, not only don't I have room for it in this tiny little kitchen here, I just thought, for a couple of dollars, I just bought the little pie molds, and they're so easy. You put anything in them, and it tastes great.
That's the job.
I'm just trying to find the picture of them.
You done
they're the ideal food pies you can, and it's traditional at the footy here, the Aussie rules football. You got to have your meat pie.
I was going to ask you about Aussie rules football.
Aussie rules football is just the most confusing thing in the world.
Can you explain it to me? Like, I'm a big rugby fan. I know rugby. I've used to play it. I know a lot about rugby. Aussie rules football is a different thing altogether. One, the pitch is round, and you have two sets of goals. How the fuck does that work?
So you can kick the person, you can punch the person, or you can throw the person.
Not really. I tell you, if you watch the you can watch it online on YouTube. Videos of games back in the 80s and 90s. Oh man. They were rough back then, but
violent.
They've cleaned it up a lot. It's a lot faster and more technical, a lot more technical now. But still, you watch some of the clashes, and it's just, and they don't wear any protection, no body armor, nothing.
No.
And I tell you, man, I'm not really a huge fan, like some people are here, but I've been I've only ever been to one live game. Which is astonishing. I'm ashamed to admit that, but so there you go. And it is unbelievable to watch that so fast, man. Yeah, it's an incredible game once you get your mind around it. It's pretty simple, really. It's just one team's got to outscore the other team. You can score a goal or you can score a point, and the team that has the most points at the end wins. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
That's not the greatest picture, Patrick, but that's one we made last week.
It looks delicious.
So, cauliflower, broccoli, cheese that side. And that one had chicken, bacon, sausage, stuffing, cranberry sauce in the other side.
Oh, that's much better than anything I've ever cooked.
Come on.
Everyone go watch Matt's channel, not my channel.
Yeah. That's it. Bump my views up. Yeah.
I can't comment. What was I going to say? You're talented. We should be talking about you. I'm still coughing.
Oh dear.
So.
Okay. It's my food, isn't it? My food is like, ugh.
Oh, it's not. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've had a cough for fucking weeks. Hopefully it's not the COVID. I suppose if it was, I wouldn't be here now. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the pie. So you done you slapped a burger pretty much in a pie. I saw the other day.
Yeah, I decided to do that. It wasn't exactly an original idea. They had a they had a service. Oh no, that's another one. That's a different one.
Oh, okay.
They did one of the service station chains here, the petrol stations, released for some reason a cheeseburger pie about a few months ago. I never tried it, and then one night it was about 1 a.m. I was drunk, and I just thought, I'll just do that.
You bashing? Yeah, you had your frozen. You're bashing you had your frozen burgers. You're bashing it with a hammer to get them to pieces.
I literally had to.
It was awesome.
That's all I could think of doing at the time, because I'm like, well, how do I get these? I'm not going to wait for them to defrost,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hammers are good.
Well, they're a useful tool.
I want to get a chainsaw.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. It's not the best.
I'm not sure.
Burgers.
Hey.
No, but it'd make a fucking good video watching him divide burgers up with fucking chainsaw though. Just watching the burgers fuck off down the road.
Yeah, that's an upcoming video, folks. Chainsaw video.
Chainsaw burgers. Followed by chainsaw hot dogs.
The Melbourne chainsaw burger massacre.
Well, it would be a massacre.
So what we got? You got a beer review as well. There's a top right hand picture.
That's one of them I did with Mike, with my cousin. That was great. Yeah, he's a very talented actor, I tell you.
Is that Mike or this person?
Mike, yeah. Believe it or not, Mike. No, me. No, I'm a hack. No. Mike's I'll tell you what. He's the next. Mike's going to be the next Jay Leno too. He's very good at the old interviews.
Yeah, he is.
Almost as good as you, Ryan. Not quite as good as you. He's got a way to go.
Well, yeah, no, he's we've been bringing him along. He's we're all part of the same family, We're us, the hot seat, Mike, Jeff as well.
You've been carrying him a bit. I can tell because
he's been striding ahead. To be fair, he's doing really good. Mike's doing really well. Proud of him.
He doesn't do too badly.
He does well. And fair play to you, Mike. Good job.
We look exactly the same.
Well, there's a couple of differences, but I don't want to sort of like the elephant in the room. But there's a couple of subtle differences, If you'd have to look really close. Uncle Steve's in. Hi, Uncle Steve. How you doing, mate?
So your Instagram, I'm getting the kind of vibe that you're using your Instagram to drive traffic to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I didn't even start using it for the first. Well, to be honest with you, the first 100 or so videos, it's an embarrassment. Wouldn't even. I had nothing to put on Instagram. The photos were horrendous. I've never used Instagram in my life before. I'm new to all of it, even Facebook. I had So it's the same with the YouTube. I had a YouTube account. I had a Facebook account for years. And I only ever opened a Facebook account initially for work reasons. You never really used it. It's only in the past 6 to 8 months. Instagram, I'm still getting my mind around the fact that I've got to check it and that people message you and all of that. Because I'm just so busy with YouTube,
Yeah. No.
But I'm just uploading that because I thought, well, I may as well. When I started my channel, I made sure I got the Instagram account. I've got a Twitter account. I never use Twitter anyway.
No.
And I secured
making sure you've got the brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know, some of that stuff that's coming up, that looks fantastic.
I was just looking at the spam that's just whizzed past, to be fair.
Whizzed? Cool. I haven't got it on whiz mode.
Well,
you want me to go back up to the spam?
Yeah, let's get the spam.
That was another fun one.
There it is.
I did a spam video, or like a joke video, but then they're all jokes where I went out and caught a wild spam and and
nice.
Caught it with a net and everything.
It's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
You always got to check all of your videos out there. Some of them are, well, all of them are corkers, but some of them are right up my alley. Completely good sense of humour you have. It does make me laugh, some of them.
Well, I figure I use two things. I try and laugh a lot and use a lot of music to obscure what's going on. That'll distract people from the cooking. It works. Well, to a degree, it works.
All masked in a hazy hedonistic mix of music and fun, and with a pie and a spam hunt.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's cool.
It's fun. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And of course, everyone, all these people in the chat, it's amazing. I've never met so many good people in my life. It's phenomenal. I don't know what it is, but because you hear a lot of bad things about social media. But I'm not finding that on YouTube at all. It's been awesome. All these guys, behind the garage barbecue, Craig. One of these days, I'm going to subscribe to you, mate. You do some good
One of these days.
One of these days. Yeah, one of these days, I'm considering it.
Yeah.
And Uncle Steve, awesome.
Yeah, good guy.
I'm looking forward to trying some of his products because I've seen so many of them. And he's just, that looks amazing.
Once you go Uncle Steve's, nothing else tastes the same, does it?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well,
really good stuff.
It might even encourage me to, I don't know, put a hole in the roof for a barbecue or something. I don't know what I'll do here.
Nice.
I'll do something.
I like that. The YouTube community is oddly nice.
Just give me a second. I've got to turn the fan on here. It's getting hot. Hold on.
All right, mate.
I can't stand the heat.
You're living in the wrong country for heat, aren't you?
Yeah, I know.
What temperature is it there at the minute?
It's not hot at all, but I'm still hot. It gets really sort of stuffy in this little flat. So I've got a ceiling fan, so I just had to turn that on.
No, fair enough.
Plus, I think it's when you're sobering up and you start to.
It all starts pouring out of you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm starting to detox.
Nice.
Detox is a good way of putting it. Very modern. I'm detoxing.
I'm trying to be polite.
I've got a glow about me.
This is a public forum. I can't speak for it. Yeah, I can say things, but not too many things.
Oh no, we say whatever's on our mind here. You wait until it gets. Wait until Ryan gets into the pub club.
Oh, yeah, the stuff I've deleted. Serious. So we
Top
were just
draw.
about to. We need to touch on it. In fact,
we do. I have some to give away.
Good.
We're going to be doing a giveaway on Facebook in the Facebook group this time for some smoke bomb and some dessert shake from Uncle Steve. So if you want to, your chances to win that in the UK, we'll ship you some, or if you're in the US. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how Uncle Steve's doing with Australian postage yet. But yeah, we're giving away those. So yeah, head over to the Facebook group and we'll have a competition up.
When he released that dessert shake, I was like, wow, because doesn't that round out the whole catalogue of what he's done? I mean,
he's got one of everything now.
Yeah. I mean, unbelievable. I did I did a video recently with it's a Tango Joe spice.
Okay.
Don't know if you heard of him, but it's a coffee thing, and you can use it on desserts as well. So yeah,
Nice.
very interesting.
There you go. Uncle Steve says he'll ship the winner if you're in the States, which is amazing. So yeah, we'll get that competition running probably tomorrow on the Facebook group. Let it run for a week or so, and then announce the winner next week's show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
One whole
Sounds
week
good.
of fun.
One whole week. Absolutely.
One whole week.
So, a few more questions. I think. Where did we get to? Your take on YouTube short clips. So, like the short 30-second video clips.
I've done a few, and there was one that was quite good. It was a Welsh rarebit hot dog thing, and I realised, as with most things, it did well because of a complete coincidence. I think because I released it just before the Super Bowl, and I think that's why it did well. It was just timing. Because I've done a few others that have just nothing, But I think, I think they're a good idea to promote your channel, but that's about it, because I got a lot of views on that hot dog one, but I hardly any subscribers. So I don't think I've got any subscribers out of it, to be honest. But it's hit and miss. I think they've got their place. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to compete with TikTok.
Yeah.
But you've got to. I've seen people do ones that. I think the idea is that you should keep it relevant to if I'm doing a cooking channel, it should be about cooking, not about something else, because at least then people
ties in.
they don't go to your channel and say, "Hang on, you're cooking. I don't want a cooking channel," So
yeah,
they're okay. But I suppose it looks like anything. If you do one and you get 1 million views, you're going to say you love it, right?
Yeah.
They're great. So, and there are people that have got that. So
they do blow up really quick. It's what I've noticed. I've sort of like you put it up, nothing will happen for a couple of days, and all of a sudden it sort of like spikes up and then drops off really quick.
That's it. And you never know. It could happen 6 months from now. You could have one there that's, for whatever reason, catches on. It's so random, YouTube. But that's sort of what I like about it. You can't. It's like I don't spend much time looking at analytics or. I just my head starts to explode. I just all the figures and numbers, because I just think no matter. I've tried the hashtags. I've tried this. I've tried all. None of it seems to make any difference. I just keep plodding along. Same with the shorts. But to me, the shorts are. I've not done a standalone short. It'll always be a short of I've got a full length video that if people, it's almost like a preview. And you sort of try and put on there, if you want to watch the whole bit, go click here and go to the full video, because ultimately that's what you want. You want them to watch your channel.
It's almost like free content, isn't it? If you know what I mean, you're just sort of like you make your main video and you can sort of go around with a phone or whatever and chop bits out and chop bits in, and then there it is, put it up, and it's sort of like giving you extra videos and watch time, hopefully. So exactly. That's what it's all about.
So shorts, they're good.
Yeah, I don't mind them. I think they're quite fun to make, actually.
Dutchie's had some success, I think, with shorts.
Oh yeah, he's done real good.
So that's an example, But I think the ones I've seen that do really well, like my hot dog one, if they're, it's got to be something that like something popular that people like. I think Mike over at Mr. Cast Iron did one on just making French fries. That's all. It's just a short ad. I think it did really well, and that's sort of I can imagine a lot of people would want to watch that because everyone loves French fries, right?
Yep.
So
why not? Whatever works, and as you say, it's all about simple click, easy things. People can watch it. It's like bang, 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 and that's it. Off it goes. So, I was going to say, is Mike from the Dude's Kitchen and Grill actually your cousin?
Well, we haven't done the DNA test, but short of that, we are. It's a fairly long story, but the short story is when I got to 500 subscribers, I thought I'm going to make some stickers and send them to a few people that I've met that I clicked with. Mike was one of them, so I emailed him and about can I send you some stickers? Which he emailed me back and he said, oh, is your he noticed my surname, which is in my email, is Carroll, and his grandfather's surname was Carroll, and he just said, have you got any relatives in America? And initially I said, no, not that I know of, but we looked into it, and sure enough, there's a link, and it's unbelievable because what are the odds? What are the odds? If he'd have not seen that email or paid any attention to my surname,
you wouldn't have known
any different.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
Yeah, so it is true. It is true. Like I say, we haven't done the DNA thing, but we've got a lot in common, and that's interesting too. When you've never met someone, and say, "Oh yeah, I do this too," or "I like that." It's got a lot of similar sort of similarities in personality and stuff. So interesting. Yeah, there you go, man. Maybe we could be related.
Oh, well, we almost certainly are. We're from the UK. You're from Australia, so I'm pretty sure that.
I'm first generation. My parents are Scottish.
Oh, okay.
So you never know, man. You never know.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it could be. Like, my wife's her parents are Scottish. Well, her dad is of Scottish descent. Oh, he isn't actually Scottish. His parents are Scottish, but yeah, so maybe.
Make your mind up, mate. He either is or he isn't.
Well, he kind of is, but he wasn't Scottish, if you know what I mean. He didn't have the accent, but his dad did, and his mum
right.
did. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was just about to say what it was, but that's like a bank fucking security question. I nearly let out the
I've never met someone from Scotland that doesn't sound Scottish.
No.
Maybe he's from Edinburgh or something, because they've got quite a sort of like a mild. See, my parents are Glaswegian, mate. So
that's very.
Okay, laddie, and all that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
And all of that sort of stuff.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we're not going to have any Scottish guests on now.
Well, I've got a good mate who's Scottish. He's fucking crazy as batshit.
Yeah, I love it. The Glaswegian stuff, the Glaswegian accent is awesome. And they, even I mean, because I'm quite used to it, but I've seen people who watch videos and it's like they're speaking a foreign language, because of the accent.
Yeah,
but I do pretty well with it.
I'll tell you what, my mate Mark, we called him Jock because obviously he's Scottish. He's a really top guy, right? You could take him somewhere and he could ask for a cup of tea and it would scare the shit out of you. And it's just because it's just by the way he talks. It's not horrible. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah. It's all cool.
Yeah, he's a really mild-mannered, intelligent guy, but fuck, he sounds aggressive as fuck sometimes. And it's not necessarily because he is, it's just because he sounds like it,
Nice. Well, my mother went to school with Billy Connolly.
Really?
Yeah. She was in his class. She'll sit there and you watch some of his videos, especially when he's doing stand-up about his childhood and in the classroom. And she'll say that actually, she was there, she remembers that. It's true. A lot of it, he just doesn't make it up. It's just true stories. But yeah, I met him once when I was over there. He was in a restaurant. Went up and said hello to him. He was a nice guy.
He comes across as a really
funny.
Oh, for sure.
Oh man,
I could watch him. I know he's retired now, but he's a funny dude.
I don't think he's doing too well health wise.
I saw a thing about him on the telly the other day. Just after Christmas, in fact. I say the other day, it was a few months ago now, but you know what lockdown's like. Everything's just blurring into one.
Yeah.
He lives down in Florida. And sort of like his Parkinson's has sort of like it hasn't gone into remission, but being down there with the nice weather and everything has sort of slowed everything down.
Oh, has it? That's good.
Yeah. He seems to be in relatively good health, if that makes sense. He just goes fishing every day and does a load of like painting and artwork, and it sort of seems
he's always been into the art, which I had know until recently. He's big time into painting and stuff. Yeah, he's a legend, absolute legend, Billy Connolly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's one of the funniest guys to come out of the UK or United Kingdom. I suppose he's
there's a
funny guy.
I don't know if it's still on YouTube. They probably banned it or something. But one of his first interviews on Parkinson, and he looks, he's like he's so young on it, and he does a joke. He's joking. Look it up about the bicycle stand or bicycle rack or something. Look it up. You'll be rolling on the floor. It's hilarious. That's one of his first TV, and he shocked the audience. The whole audience was just what?
Nice.
There you go.
Right.
That's
what do we reckon? Yeah. There you go.
Debbie, we're definitely related. There you go, right?
There you go, you see.
Hey?
We never knew it, cuz.
Hey, I've got 2 cousins. Woo!
So,
hot fire round, Ryan.
Yeah, okay. You ready to go with this? We've got some short questions. There aren't many of them, but you just got to ask off the cuff.
Yep.
You going to start,
First
Matt?
thing that comes to your head. Yeah, you can do. Hot off. Yeah. So hot or fast or low and slow?
Say again, what?
Hot and fast or low and slow?
Oh, low and slow.
Day or night, mate?
Night.
Beer or spirits?
Is that all of the above, is it?
Well, if I had to answer, it's spirits. Spirits, for sure.
Liquids.
Spirits, yep.
Lump or baguette?
That one doesnn't really count for him because,
What was it?
Lump or baguette? But yeah, it's a barbecue question.
Well, I don't know. I'd say briquette.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know why I said
Pork.
that.
Yeah,
Pork or beef?
Gee, I eat more pork than I do beef, but there's nothing better than a good steak, so I'll say beef.
Fair enough.
But pork, man, I love pork. Low and slow. Pulled pork. Oh, hell yeah.
Can't beat it, mate. Shrimps. Shrimp or meat?
Meat.
Meat, okay.
Prawns, by the way, they're not shrimp.
I was going to say, maybe.
I didn't know. Shrimp. What do you mean, shrimp?
Shrimp, mate.
No, meat.
Burgers or hot dog?
Burgers. Any day.
And then one that we haven't asked for a while: top 3 music artists or albums.
Ooh, top 3. Gee, there's so many. They're all hardcore death metal style stuff.
Let's hear it.
What was it? Top three albums?
You can either do artists or albums. Completely up to you.
Artists are easier.
Okay.
Having said that, though, there's about 500 of them that I want to mention. And I have to mention really quickly Propane, which you probably haven't heard of. They're a small band in America, hardcore. Grip Inc., which is the drummer from Slayer, Dave Lombardo, and I'll just say Slayer.
Nice.
But there's 500 others.
Yeah, of course. There always is with everyone we speak to.
Men at work, no. No. There's a band here. Everyone knows AC/DC, and they're one of my favourite bands. Yeah. The old stuff, not the stuff they're doing now. Mm-hmm. But there's another band here that is similar to them that no one's ever heard of called the Angels, and they never they never became, international, but they are phenomenal. If you ever want to rock, get some good rock, just Google them or YouTube.
Yeah.
The Angels.
All right.
They're an awesome band. Yeah.
Oh, awesome, man. That sounds good.
Good Aussie pub rock.
There's a lot to be said for good Aussie pub rock, mate. I was
Bloody oath,
times watching Bads over there.
I'll tell you what, talking of pubs, Ryan, should we jump into the pub club? And does Patrick want to join the pub club?
We've
What's
got
the
one.
pub club?
Wow. We've got a question from Jimmy Q. He said,
No.
what's your favourite karaoke song?
We'll do that first.
Yeah.
I hate karaoke.
Okay.
I can't stand karaoke.
There we go then.
I've never done it, and if it was, it would be some sort of death metal,
Death metal karaoke. I've
yeah,
done punk rock
it'd be cool.
karaoke in London. That was a good laugh.
That'd be all right. If you were really drunk, it'd be good.
Oh, yeah. Me and my mate got up on stage and we done...
What'd you do?
Prostitutes.
It was it was a Nirvana song, actually. What was it? We done it smells like Teen Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Smells like smell my finger.
It was really cool. It was like, we went to the toilet. It was like fucking rock gods. It's fucking amazing.
Do you want to know a bit of trivia? The first time I heard that song, and we all know that song, I was in Iceland in a pub.
All right.
And it came on. I'll never forget it. I'm like, what is this? And they were playing it really loudly. I'm like, oh, haven't you heard this? This is a huge hit in America. And I was like, wow, very cool.
Yeah. Gone too soon, top man, unfortunately. But live fast, die
But it
young, I
wasn't.
suppose.
Yeah, it wasn't you singing it, of course.
No. I was not quite on the level, but it weren't far off. I got told it was all right, but then I was shit faced, so and he could have been anything. To be fair.
Nice.
Right, so we got a little segment now where we're going to take a little bit of a break and head over into the pub club. Before we go, Patrick, can you tell us all about your social medias and where to find you, please?
Yeah, I'm just basically there's the three: YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But as I said, Facebook and Instagram, there's not much. It's basically a gateway to come onto YouTube, and YouTube's the main focus, and it's just Paddy Joe Cooking. Just that's the name. That's what it's called for now.
It's on all.
That's the same on all the platforms. Yep.
It's a glorious channel. So I do please, anybody's listening on the podcast, please go check out Paddy Joe, and also Leprechaun TV as well, featured at the top of the show. You'll be able to head over to Twitter and see some of his photos, and also we'll feature some of your photos on Twitter as well, if that's okay. We'll send links over to your channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine.
You'll be linked up in the podcast as well, so people will be able to find you on there. So that should direct a few people across as well. So
that was awesome to be invited on, Ryan. I really appreciate it.
No problems. It's been a pleasure to have you on.
It's been great, mate. Being first Australian.
Woohoo!
Absolutely. you take that black badge and wear it proudly.
Yeah, many more to come, actually, hopefully.
Well, yeah. I tell you, it's a small community down here. There's not many cooking channels that I'm aware of. Come across a few, but not many really.
No.
Down here, there probably are. There's probably a lot that I'm not even, small channels and things. There's a couple of big channels that have done really well.
Mm-hmm.
Aussie guys, yeah.
Yeah, as I say, Australian. It's a massive, excellent country, and people are great. So yeah, and also a growing audience for us as well. We had a look at the stats. The stats are always going up. Every month, I'm absolutely amazed how the podcast is growing. Not wanting to blow our own trumpet or nothing, but I was talking to Matt off air. When did the stats come out? Was it last week?
Yeah,
people listening all over the world now, and I'm so surprised and really grateful. Thanks everyone for listening, and tell everyone to tune in and keep on listening to the BBQ Talk Show. So thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone.
Right. To the pub
Can I
club.
just-
Yeah.
Go on. Carry on.
I was just
Do
gonna,
it.
Let's get. Yep. Go.